Hi everybody, I'm Mike Garska. I'm the president and founder of findamentor.com. Welcome to our Epic Mentor Network, where we educate, propel, inspire, and communicate. My purpose in life is to bring people together for mutual benefit. And one of my biggest passions in life is mentoring, because it's helped me so much throughout my life to go to different levels of success in different aspects of life. In this video, I'll talk a little bit about findamentor.com. I'll share a little bit about my story, and I'll share a little bit about the free training in this video series. People are lifelong learners. As adults, our real learning begins when we get out of school and into the real workforce. Get into the workforce and we start to learn from peers and from bosses. Get into family life and we learn from parents and other uncles and aunts and different people that we admire who are good parents. I personally use many different mentors in life and different aspects of life. Sometimes people struggle finding the help they need in their current network. They can't find mentors. So we are here to help. Findamentor.com provides a service to help you learn through mentoring. We provide a format for people to help them match themselves with mentors or mentees that are right for them. We want you to find the mentor that's right for you. We're looking for 1 million mentors at findamentor.com. So if you know someone that's an expert or extremely good at a particular area of life, please encourage them to join, to pay it forward a little, to give back something. We see mentoring as free. We think it's a commitment that takes 15 to 30 minutes once every month or two on the phone or on Skype. We see coaching as a fee for service. Coaching is more intense. It takes more time. There's a bigger commitment by both the mentee and the mentor, and there's an exchange of fees for service. Mentoring is free, and we want to encourage people to give back a little, to pay it forward in the form of mentoring. If you don't, as a mentee, find the mentor you're looking for right away, check the unique feature box at Find a Mentor. I'm interested in building a mastermind group. You do that when you're building your profile. You post that profile in a category, and then search for the mentor in that category. And if you don't find one, search for other mentees, peer mentors, in that same category that have checked the box. I'm interested in finding a mastermind group or building a mastermind group. Connect with those people. Set up a regular, consistent meeting schedule and set some collective objectives with your other peer mentees. Report back to each other on a scheduled basis, a consistent scheduled basis, what your wins are, what your challenges are, what the opportunities that you discovered are. And as you share all of your wins, struggles, and opportunities, your learning curves will grow dramatically. You will learn from each other's mistakes, so you don't have to commit the same mistake. If you can find a mentor in that category, get them to join your mastermind group and enhance it. I'll provide some free basic success principle training in this series and other videos. Check our tools and tips pages in the top toolbar. There's some guidance there for how to build a mentoring relationship, how to find mentors, and how to build a mastermind group. Read our blogs. Go to our mentor resources page. If you don't find a mentor here, check. We list hundreds of other mentoring websites. Check those sites to see if you can find a match that's right for you. In this video series, I'll be one of your Success Principle online mentors. I hope to inspire a fresh start in you if you feel like you're in that place of life where you need to kick it into another gear or start over. If you're wanting to move up the ladder or take yourself to another level of success, I hope to take you to that another gear to help you get to that next level of success. I personally came from a family of 5 children, raised by a single mother working for very little at Sears. She worked full time. She came home, she cooked, she baked. She taught us to cook and to bake and to clean. She taught us personal responsibility. It's one of the things I'm most grateful to my mother for. I started at 10 years old making pancakes for the family. There was nights, that's all we had for dinner. It's all we could afford was pancakes. At 10 years old, I went away for the summers and I worked in my uncle's creamery washing cream cans. I also worked on another uncle's farm picking rocks in the field. Throughout the school year, I did flyer routes and paper routes, and I bought one of my first bikes. I remember I felt so proud working for myself, getting my own bike. I did door-to-door sales as a teenager. It was a door-to-door sales program for teenagers. We sold chocolate bars so we could learn the sales process. At 16, something changed in my life. I was introduced to a book called The Power of Positive Thinking by one of my friends. That book inspired me that I could do and be whatever I wanted. About a year later, I got a bookkeeping job working for a successful real estate person, and he reintroduced me to Norman Vincent Peale's book, and he introduced me to a whole bunch of other authors, and to my favorite author, Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill spent 20 years of his life before he wrote his first book interviewing the world's most powerful, influential, and successful people of his time. People like Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, Gandhi, Einstein, Churchill, the Roosevelts, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of others. And he researched for 20 years before he wrote a book on success principles. He asked all these people what were the things that made them successful. And he came down with some common denominators, and he wrote 4 or 5 books. The last book that he wrote was Grow Rich with Peace of Mind. The title itself inspired me. I learned about these principles at about 17 years old. And I was actually at that point a little bit angry that they never taught me this stuff in school. So I quit school at grade 11 and I decided that I would grow rich with peace of mind applying the success principles that I learned in these books. At 18, I, with a grade 11 education, was able to get a job where they gave me a brand new Suburban 4-wheel drive company vehicle. They gave me an expense account, and I ran an office out of town for this company on my own, full autonomy. Most people in their 30s and 40s were trying to get jobs like this. I was 18 with a grade 11 education. At 24, those same success principles allowed me to get a job where I had full access to the corporate plane for making out-of-town industrial sales calls. Remember, my goal was to grow rich with peace of mind. So at 24, I could go out, had a big, large industrial sales territory, I could make my out-of-town sales calls and still be at home for dinner most nights with my children, growing rich with peace of mind. At the same time, I learned about Napoleon Hill's books. I learned about the concept of mentoring and learning from people that have already experienced what I'm trying to achieve, getting hindsight on a project before I begin from a mentor. I didn't have a father around. I used uncles as mentors. I used business people as mentors. And I've used mentors throughout my life. In my 20s, I took some communications courses and some conflict management courses and some leadership courses. And that's where I learned about the human interaction process. That teaching, communication courses, helped me dramatically in my career as a salesperson, later as a sales manager, later as a general manager, and then later as a business owner. I was surprised how the human interaction process, I call it the HIP, fits so well with the master key to riches that I learned from Napoleon Hill. At 28, I started my own cell phone business from the trunk of my car. My wife, we were a single income family. My wife stayed at home managing the house and raising the children, a full-time job in itself. I started my own business from the trunk of my car. In 9 years, I grew it to $3 million in annual sales in 3 stores. 2 of the stores were often the top 10 in the country, in the top 10 of the country. At 38, I sold my businesses, realized one of my lifelong goals. I actually took my kids out of school for 6 months and we traveled. We did African safaris. We traveled through a whole bunch of countries in Europe. Then I came back and started a consulting and coaching business. I wanted to share the same principles that helped me build a successful business with peace of mind and balance in my life with other business owners and with their teams. And for the last 15 years, I've been bringing business teams together to help them communicate better, to help them achieve more using the mastermind principle and the communications and HIP principles that I learned in my career. Now, I'm here to help you grow rich with peace of mind. I'll continue to post videos and blogs throughout the year. In this video series, the Find a Mentor Tune-Up, and people need tune-ups just like cars. Our tune-ups are a little bit different. We don't change oil or spark plugs. We change thoughts and emotions. We get a fresh perspective. In this video series, I'll share some important success principles to get you back on track for your winning journey. These principles have been passed down for hundreds of years. Some you may have heard already. They'll serve as a reminder to get back into that action mode, back onto your winning journey, because we are all winners. Each and every one of us beat out millions of others to fertilize that egg inside our mothers. Each one of us is 1 in a million. Each one of us began our journey on earth as a winner, beating out millions of others. I want to get you back on that winning journey. In these videos, I'll share the secret, the master key to riches. I'll share the human interaction process. I'll share some do's and some don'ts. I'll share about how to turn adversity into a seed of equivalent or greater benefit. And I'll share a 4-win principle. In part 2 and 3, I'll share the PAL Tune-Up, a 9-step guide to help you utilize the human interaction process, the HIP, to activate the master key to riches inside you. The first thing to do after watching this video is to watch part 1, 2, and 3 of the Find a Mentor Tune-Up. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Go out and make it an awesome day. Bye for now.